Hello and welcome, my Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Welcome to your What Do I Need read for this new moon in Sagittarius to full moon next in Cancer, December 2020. I am your reader, Mark Angela Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions, Venus in Libra sign, the Archangel of Lions, Mark Angela Lyons, but you can call me Mal. Hi. Hey, my Libras, I hope you are all well. I'm very, very happy to be working today. Had an ocular migraine at 6 a.m. Wake up into that. That was fun. Good thing I'm a healer. Good thing I'm a healer. So I'm back. I'm doing this right now in the dark moon in Scorpio, right before the new moon in Sagittarius to get these done on time. So I went to the underworld. I'm still kind of there, 1 foot in, but it depends on your interpretation of the underworld, I suppose. Anyway, let's get down to business. My subscribers, thank you so much for following along, for helping me grow the channel bit by bit, day by day. I really do appreciate your likes, your subscribes, all of that stuff. And if you are new to the channel, particularly with these What Do I Need reads, I do them twice a month, one from new to full and one from full to new. If there's something here that resonates, just hit the thumbs up, right? Helps more people see it. It's like spiritual counseling in 6 cards, because we're doing a 6-card draw, right? 6 different decks, 1 card each. We got 3 oracles, 2 tarot decks, and 1 healing system. It's usually my standard, but I'll mix up the deck. We got a new deck, the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno, that I'm bringing to YouTube this time around. So, if you like the video, like it. Something resonates for you, helps you, great. Please do that. Helps other people see. You want more of me? Subscribe. Because there's a lot of cool stuff that I have planned for over the holidays. I'm going to be traveling a bit. So some spontaneous stuff, as well as some new things that my guides and spirits and pantheons are suggesting. So it's going to be good. So great. Anyway, all the decks that I read are in the description box all the way at the bottom. This is a general read today. What resonates, leave what doesn't. These are the shorter of the reads that I do. So it's really kind of fun for me to do this. I guess that's about it. Focus on your breath. Stay in the present moment. Check your other signs. All that jazz, shall we? Let's do this. We're going to start with the Healing with the Angels Oracle. Let's see, what is the angel you need to work with this new moon to full moon next. So, by the way, we're looking at the new moon, 11:17 a.m. It's an eclipse, but goes void, of course, all at the same time on December 14th, right, 11:17 a.m. Eastern time. I'm in New York. So this is what you need for this waxing moon. It goes full. 5:28 a.m. December 29th. We'll be doing something on the channel for all this stuff, probably both new moon and full moon, but we're going to have to figure out when that is with the astrology, because the astrology is a little weird, but so what? We got Yule coming up, we've got New Year's coming up, we got a lot of cool stuff coming up. So I guess that's about it. Take a nice deep breath and let's do this. I love you. Breathe. My angels of the element of air and the sign of Libra, my Raphaelite. My Raphaelite angels, please 1 card in clarity for this Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Who is the angel they most need to work with, call upon, invoke, pray to, what have you, channel, however that works for them. This new moon in Sagittarius to full moon next in Cancer, December 2020. Oh, great. The angel of Serenity. Now, why would the angel of Serenity need to be called in? Because, what's the opposite of serenity, right? It's almost like chaos, right? And I mean, I can't not default to 12-step with this, Alcoholics Anonymous and all that. I was never in the program, but I studied it enough, and I've taken tools and steps of it along the way. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. That would be a really good prayer to an angel. Just reword it, right? Well, I rewrite spells and prayers and all of that stuff to suit, right? I am the witch army knife. And I can talk in, well, pretty much any of the spiritual languages that I've studied throughout this lifetime. I'm 52 years old. I know I don't look at prayer and meditation as its cosmetic advantages. But gonna say, like, to call in the angel of Serenity, it's a good start, because it's saying off the bat, there are going to be things you can control, things you can't. Really, if you want to look at it, the things you really can't control are happening in the outside world. The things you can control, mostly, are going on inside, right? The heart, the throat, the third eye, the crown, right? Because you can feel anything that you need to feel, Libra, but does that mean that you act on it? Like, that you can control. Right? I can allow myself to feel whatever it is that's going on inside of me. without, you know, destroying people or pushing it, you know, that kind of stuff. It's a waxing moon, so to build Serenity, that's great. Here's the new deck. And there goes a kitten. That's why I did the camera angle different. You get to see the cartoon that I live in every day. Definitely Tex Avery. We've got the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. Picked it up in Saratoga. I'm going to Saratoga for the holidays. I've been in quarantine, you know, so I can go see my parents up in Saratoga. And I pop into the Mystic Moon in Saratoga Springs to visit my friend Veronica, the owner, and her staff. They're so wonderful there. And I always pick up a deck to support them. So this one I got, I was like, oh, this is cute. Let's try this. I got it home. I was like, oh my God, this is really deep. What do you say? It's really cool. So I've dedicated this deck to Archangel Ariel, my personal archangelic connection back to source and all that, the angel of nature, but she's the Archangel of Lyons. Archangel of Lyons. She's the Archangel. You get it. So let's ask her. Take a nice deep breath. You'll hear it in the prayer. My beloved Archangel Ariel, I love you so much. Please, one card in clarity for the Libra collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And yeah, this is probably me too, right? I'm Venus and Libra. What is the stone, the crystal, the mineral, the gem, what have you, that we most need to either work with, literally, physically, what's written in this incredibly deep little booklet? Archangel Ariel, maybe all of that, please. What is the crystal oracle message that you have for, that we need, right? What is it that we need? This new moon in Sagittarius, the full moon next, December 2020. Please leave it in my hand. Ooh, rhodochrosite. The lover's stone. That looks a little phallic now that I look at it. Is that me? Probably. You know what I meant. That really does. Wow, okay. Let's just move on. Oh, and I opened right to the page. That's always a sign. No, it's not. Rhodochrosite. I own not a lot of it, but I have some of it. Relationships, compassion, blessings, joy, love. It is through our relationships with others that we learn more about our own character. True. From a higher perspective, everyone we encounter is a reflection of ourselves, and the universe has placed around us the things that will help us expand our love and tolerance. Granted, we are all one. That is unity consciousness. That's where the love and the joy and all of that. But love brings up its opposite, which is fear. But that which is all-encompassing can have no opposite. Introduction to A Course in Miracles. We meet people we like and people we dislike. Oh yeah. When we see what we consider to be positive traits in others, we align with these characteristics because we believe them to be good. Yes. Particularly if they're my type. Because this way, we'll get there. Hang in there. Yet when we see what we consider to be negative aspects in others' characters, we refuse to see those same traits in ourselves because we judge them as bad. Now that is true as well. But what they're going for here is one of the 7 Essene mirrors, as the Essenes from ancient times, right? Check out Greg Braden, the 7 Essene mirrors, because what they're talking about here is the mirror of the now, right? Where you see, oh, they're stingy, I'm stingy, or they're sweet, I'm sweet, right? But there's also the second mirror, the mirror of judgment. Like, I am very honest, right? And so when the universe sends me someone who's deceitful, you know what I'm saying? It's like, then I spent years going, well, where am I deceitful? I'm trying to be as honest as I can. And then I got a hold of the 7 Essene mirrors. Well, not the literal ones, obviously. They're from the Dead Sea Scrolls, right? Greg Braden, Hay House author, ex-NASA scientist. He's so cute. He was really rocking the mullet way back when. He looked great. He still does. He's got his own YouTube channel and stuff. Go check him out. But you'll see that the mirror of judgment is the second one, the one that you judge, right? So you're getting the opportunity to look at what you really judge. So I just wanted to throw that in there. And there are 5 other mirrors in there. Yet the truth is that we have each trait within us, either currently or in the past, and that's true. It's not like I've been honest every day of this life. Hello, I'm Generation X. Otherwise, we would not be able to recognize those traits in another, and that's true too. You know, people say that you're afraid of what you don't know. I go, yeah, but if you're a baby and there's a snake, like let's just say garter snake, let's not put peril into it. A little baby like, ooh, a snake, what are you, right? Has no context, right? So obviously there would have to be some sort of connection there in order to recognize positive or negative trait. You're being urged to examine the traits you don't like in others. And rather than merely judge them as bad or avoiding them, look at what they reflect, or at least look at it. It's like, wow, no, I really judge that. And if you really do the Greg Brayton, as he teaches it, kind of sort of work of this, you get that once you see the mirror, sometimes it's just the acknowledgement of it. It's like, oh yeah, I do that. And you shift like a little degree and then poof, gone. I've seen it happen so many times. And sometimes it can be something on TV too. It doesn't have to be somebody in your face, but I will say the love, the joy, the relationship things with Serenity, it feels like there's something good here. And well, yeah, there you go. The positive and the negative traits, the positive and the negative traits, right? The things that you can change and the things you can't, right? Within another, within yourself, there's a lot. It's cool. I mean, really, for the holidays, can you beat it? That's kind of like, oh, I'm just going to go with the flow. I'm going to be a Libra, essentially. Saying a healthy Libra, a balanced Libra. Let's see what you need to know about inside of yourself. The yin energy, the divine feminine. Think of it as heart, throat, third eye, and crown. The stuff that's in the world behind your eyes. Nice deep breath, please. My goddesses of air and the sign of Libra, Aphrodite for me. And there you are, rhodochrosite right on the table. Please, considering the year that we have had with you as my matron since pastoral, can we please have one card in clarity for the Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs from this new moon in Sagittarius to full moon next in Cancer, December 2020. Please, please, my goddess, just leave it in my hand. I'm just gonna, can you read it? Can you see what it says? It says Aphrodite, the lovers. I spent the night with her last night. She's my mother for the year. Don't get any weird ideas. That's not a weird idea in and of itself. Look, guys, come on. Come on. You got a big decision to make here, right? The Lover's card, I don't care how much romantic sexual cards energy it's got around it. It's always about a life-changing decision. Yeah, you can have a sexual attraction to somebody, but whether you act on it or not could change your life, particularly nowadays, right? This is big. This is a big deal. Major Arcana, look, of all the cards, we're going to pull one card from that deck that it came out, not just a Major Arcana card, but this, with this, and with this. Now, to say that this is purely romantic sexual at this point is premature. This could totally be about family members, right? Particularly if you're quarantining with people that you've been with all year long and it's the holidays, you're supposed to be cheery. Cheery little bottom. It's a Discworld reference. Let's see what you need to know about on the outside, right? That would be helpful. Nice deep breath, please. As we now turn to the Yang force, the divine masculine, the gods. Eros, in particular. Now, he's going to usually slant things in that direction, but he's always truthful with me. Let's see if he's truthful with us. Please, my gods, one card in clarity for the Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What is it we need to be aware of this new moon in Sagittarius to full moon next, particularly what's going on the outside? We've got the angels saying serenity, right? We call to the angel. We need to call upon the angel of serenity. Archangel Ariel is saying that we need to call upon rhodonite, that energy, the stone, whatever, work with it, love, balance, but also judgment in there, right? And joy and the romance and the relationships and all that stuff. We got the goddess, Aphrodite herself, giving us her card. Here's Mike. A Melchior. It's like, did anybody else hear that? There must be like a squirrel outside the door that he is meowing at. I apologize. Now I know he's adorable. Hi, baby. Look, come down by my feet so that people can see you. Come here. This is the entertainment portion of our reading, apparently. Come on, floor show. Do your job. He doesn't have a job. Look, can you see him? No, you can't. Now you can. Melchior. Go on. He's my good boy. See, the love is in the air here at Drawing the Circle Productions. Well, I won't say 24/7. I mean, it's always here, but speaking of which, then please, my gods, these cards are thoroughly shuffled. What does the Libra need to be aware of outside of themselves this new moon to full moon next? Oh, fuck, the Empress? Are you presenting as the Empress with the Lovers? Oh, sweetheart, this is marriage card. This is marriage energy. This is a big deal. Now, with the Serenity card, There may be a lot of things underway here that we are not in control of in terms of who this is. Yes, the Empress is also the mother energy. This could be a child thing, a childhood thing. But really the vibe that I'm getting is, yes, there is a fertility here. Just drop a seed in the earth and it will grow. Right? Whatever decision you make here on the inner, get that there are things that you cannot change, things you can, wisdom to know the difference, right? With this Rhodochrosite card, it's all about relationships and love and really getting clear that, of course, there are going to be aspects in people that you judge. They might be your own. Reflect inward, right? Make the decision based, make the most, here we go, loving, wise, empowered choice you can, right? Emotional power, mental power, willpower, the power of choice. Come into alignment. Because really, the only two tarot cards in the draw, and you've got the Lovers on the inner with the Empress on the outer. This almost presents you, like looking from the outside in, whether you are male or female, strong and divine feminine, the amalgamation of all of the queens of the minor arcana, the court cards. This is the tits, quite literally. Let's keep going. 2 more cards left. What does your higher self, our higher selves, have to say about this? Oh, thank God. This is the last reading I have any astrological placement in until my Pisces moon. Breathe. Yeah, I want to know who higher selves have all involved, and it feels like my own included, my beloved higher selves of the Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What do we need? What is the piece of information, inspiration, or insight that we need for this new moon in Sagittarius, waxing to new moon in Sagittarius, waxing to full moon in Cancer, December 2020. Please. We've got Serenity, Rhodochrosite, the Lovers, the Empress. What is the whisper of love from the Whisper of Love Oracle from our higher selves, my own included here, this new moon to full moon next December 2020? Practice compassion, and I'm going to tell you that that's part of your decision-making process, particularly as we looked at with that Rhodochrosite. Look, if you can look at your relationships, and this is a term I've used many times throughout my 30-year career. Oh my God, I'm going to be reading tarot for 40 years, but obviously I wasn't taking clients at age 12. No, it was more like when I was 17, 18, I started taking clients. So you're in the Hall of Mirrors, right? That's what that Rhodochrosite, that might be my Hall of Mirrors card. To see that people are mirroring back to you all sorts of different things. And you have to remember, this is 2020. This is a very pressure cooker time. So if you are an empath on top of that, right, know that the pain and the anger and the frustration and the hatred and all of that stuff, maybe 2% of it is you triggered by a mirror, if that's the side you're dealing with it on. I mean, you could be, right, waxing your tolerance, your understanding, your blessing, your acceptance, that stuff. But as it is also true that you will see reflected back to you those who mirror your own compassion. So have compassion for yourself. Allow yourself to have the judgment. Just don't voice it. Here's a Matt Kahn thing. He's the next card down. He talks about judgment. He says it's a form of intuition that the ego wraps this golden nugget of intuition with this lead, right? This like toxic veneer of judgment and toxicity. So when you allow yourself to have the judgment and sit with it, it's almost like inner child work, right? It's like it's okay. It's okay for you to have this judgment. I hate them. They're so stupid. They're so. It alchemizes that lead into gold, and then the intuitive hit underneath it is usually something like, something's off there. I don't know what it is. And then you can be more compassionate to yourself by saying, well, until I get more info, I'm going to back off on this, but bless them. Now, easier to do for family members and maybe than political officials, but that's what I mean. If everything's a mirror, if you're in a hall of mirrors, which essentially we always are, unity consciousness, then this is huge. This is really, really huge. We have to practice compassion, see things from a different perspective. Compassion with yourself. And remember, compassion, darling, you have to fill your own chalice first to overflow and then give of the overflow when it comes to compassion. Otherwise, you burn out. You burn out, right? You become resentful. And that's why that serenity thing, look, there are some people you just cannot change. You're not in charge of their contract and their lessons, only your own, and even that barely. And that's from me too. Matt Kahn, Healing Mantra deck. Write your air sign, work the mantra, whatever it is, even if it sucks. None of them suck. They're all healing. But some of them hurt. Breathe. They don't harm, just sometimes they bring up your hurt. They just said, my ascended masters, I love you so much. You guys are amazing. You guys, I'm sorry, I should be gender neutral. You masters are amazing. Doesn't sound better. Breathe. Please, my ascended masters, one card of clarity for the Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What is our perfect healing mantra that we can implement along with calling in? We need to implement along with the Angel of Serenity, Rhodochrosite, the Lovers, a decision within the Empress on the outer. We need to practice compassion. What is the perfect healing mantra for the Libra collective this new moon, Sagittarius, to full moon next Cancer, December 2020? This one keeps coming up. I think this card has come up more this year than any other card. Deconstructing doubt. Deconstructing doubt. Only my beliefs are in my way. That does make sense. That just click. This is why I like the 6 card draws. They're quicker. They're jam-packed with information and vibration. And real clarity here, deconstructing doubt. Only my beliefs are in my way, right? And where do our belief? What is a belief? Belief is a belief is a thought you keep practicing. Abraham Hicks, and belief management is its own healing modality. It's a whole section of it. I mean, you can take psychology into that, hypnotherapy, meditation is even belief management, more Western than Eastern. Let me get you this one. Let me read you deconstructing doubt. I like this one. This is the what is instead of what if card. Only my beliefs are in my way. As you deconstruct doubt, you are no longer lost in the concerns or curiosities of what if, but are more rooted in the truth of what is. Now, Libra, that is the fulcrum of your balance, of your scales, right? That center point. What is the truth, right? When doubt is deconstructed, hardship, that might be part of the serenity thing in a relationship you have to make this decision about, is no longer a sign of misfortune. It is an opportunity to step outside your comfort zone and meet the higher aspects of soul that exist just beyond the boundaries of the self. In other words, let's say you confront somebody over this waning moon that really triggers you. Right? And you're just like, I hate them on sight. I know I'm not like this, right? But I can't help it. And maybe there's past stuff there, right? But it's a mirror. They're showing you what you judge. And if it is a mirror of now where you're seeing your own shadow reflected, mind you, we are still in Samhain until Yule. In other words, we're still into the energy of Halloween, if you want to go there, until we get to winter solstice, right? It's the darkest part of the sun right now. We're in the darkest part of the moon, the last dark moon. Right before this new moon is the darkest dark moon in Scorpio. Think about it. Jinkies. At the darkest of the sun, right? So deconstruct your doubt. It's a brilliant mantra. The last little piece of this. This mantra is ideal for aligning with truth, being more self-actualized, right? Because when your doubts are deconstructed, it's like, now I know what I can do. I can actualize. I can go from this inner decision that I make more based on what is rather than what if, and really manifest something like whatever that is individually, and transforming inferiority, which I'm not getting that in here, but that can certainly be part of the intellectual balance here. Maybe someone else's inferiority, someone you think is inferior, right? Because that's what the ego does. It's always inferior or superior, rarely equal. Unless they're hot. I'm sorry, just kidding, sort of. So let me give you the prayer of the blessing. Take a nice deep breath, please, and let me face you. Milky, come sit with Mama. People say, why do you make your cats call you Mama? Because they don't have the jaw structure to say Dada. It's good enough. Milky, sweetheart. Here is your blessing. Here we go. May the Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs be blessed with all that they need. This new moon in Sagittarius to full moon next in Cancer, that they may practice the compassion that they need and work with the angel of serenity that they need as they manifest with or as that Empress energy that they need to see within themselves. With the rhodochrosite, joy, relationships, and judgment, healing power, the stone offers to them that they need. Deconstructing doubt, understanding that they know that only their beliefs stand in their way in this situation as they make this deep heart, throat, third eye, crown decision within them. This new moon to full moon next for their well-being, for their healing, for their harmony, for their balance, for their love, and for all of that for the well-being of all sentient life. So would it be. And so it is. How's that for quantum? I just looped you into everybody because you already were. Thank you so much for watching. Please do thumbs up if there was something that you liked. Oh, I like that. Like, oh, that one card. The rest of them sucked, but that one card I like. You want more of me? Subscribe, because I ain't stopping anytime soon that I've been told. Or whatever, right? Whatever, comment, whatever, share it, whatever. Wishing you all the very, very best and the very, very blessed, my scales. Let's sing scales. 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 Farewell. And blessed, blessed be.